What's up, you anime otakus? Welcome to another episode of Anime no Kori, the anime podcast that talks about anime series not only in the present, but also in the past. I am your host, Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
And I'd like to welcome you as always. And if you want to do us a huge favor, if you love anime as much as we do us a favor and follow, subscribe on our YouTube page, Anime no Kori, or also follow on any podcast services out there. That goes a long way.
Yeah, genuinely, guys, it's free.
I know, right?
We're not even pocket watching you. Just hit the button. We'll appreciate it.
We'll wait.
We'll wait right now. Just sit here and wait.
Exactly.
I'm talking to you, Chris.
Yeah, that's just that would be such an awkward time.
Margaret.
Margaret. Oh God, how you doing, Tiffany?
I'm good.
I know you. I know you are. I know you good.
I am already unhinged immediately.
It's like absolutely. Anyways,
how are you, David?
I'm doing good. I know you just you just were at a convention.
Yeah, I moderated a panel last night, and I know y'all probably can't tell, but I'm a big introvert. And whenever I'm at these panels, I'm like all razzle dazzle and I'm tired. So, but luckily we have, I think, some pretty interesting things to talk about today.
Yes, we absolutely do. So first off, if you haven't noticed, we got the TV running. It finally happened. Production
value going way up, which means y'all need to subscribe.
Yes.
We can't afford the electric bill to keep this running if you guys don't help us out.
Yes, I know, right? It's going to be limited. It's a limited run just thing, you know. It's like we have to shut
it might cut off of me like during the podcast. I don't know.
Who knows?
For every subscription, you get 15 more minutes of TV time.
An additional 15 watts. Yeah. We are talking about Big O this week, to this episode. I am actually hyped. This was your pick, right?
Which is so ironic, y'all. I hate mechs.
Was like, wow.
I hate mechs.
This is the one that was the closest one for you, though, that you said that you may like a mech series. Yes, I love it. But anyway, we'll get into it right now. But just also before we get into the deep dive of Big O, or, I didn't even know there was a "the" for the longest time. I've always called it Big O.
The Big O?
Yeah, it's called The Big O. And I was like, I didn't even know.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, we all learned something.
The more we know.
We all may not have. Y'all might have known already.
He did that. She just figured that out today.
This moment, crazy. I was today years old when I learned that.
Yeah, The Big O. But anyways, it's not. It's still Big O in my eyes. But as always, before we start getting into the deep dive, I just want to let you know this is a spoiler-ridden talk about the Big O itself, our own personal interest of it. So if you haven't seen it yet, we would, and you don't want any spoilers, don't worry. See a different episode that we do, yeah. but then come back to this one and see what and we would love to know what you think.
Absolutely.
Yes, as always. And so let's get into it. So,
Davis, I was joking.
You were joking, and it was freaking right.
Yeah. That's why, Amanda, you should have subscribed, because now we gotta work on getting the TV back up.
That's a clip. that's what that is. Okay, so the Big O. What is the Big O? that was such foresight. You know what's funny to me? I got this working for hours. This whole time
up for like an hour, y'all, and it's been
perfectly fine. Jesus. Okay, so that's good to know. My God. Anyways, The Big O is a Japanese anime TV series created by designer Keiichi Sato and director Kazuyoshi Katayama for Sunrise Studios. This anime is different from other shows. Instead of having a manga to pull its story from, The Big O was made for TV. So head writer was Chiaki J. Kanaka, who was known for his work on Serial Experiment Lain and Hellsing. Yeah, I didn't even know that. It didn't even feel like it would be, but it did. So the series follows Roger Smith from Paradigm City's top negotiator. He provides the much needed service with the help of a robot named R. Dorothy Wainwright and his butler Norman Berg. When the need arises, Roger calls upon Big O, a giant relic from the city's past. So the series originally aired back in 1999 when it first came, and it stopped in the early 2000. Originally, it was supposed to be slated for 26 episodes, which it eventually did, but it came back because of people's popularity.
Yeah, so like season 1 is 13 episodes.
Yes, exactly. So that is Big O in a nutshell. So Tiffany, I am dying to know.
So the actual plot of Big O, I know he said all that, but the actual plot of Big O is Batman, but make it anime.
It is the anime version of Batman.
That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah,
literally just Batman.
But it was a weird broody version. I mean, it's not even really broody. Like his rules. Well, first off, did you listen to it in English or in Japanese?
I listen in English because Steve Bloom is Roger Smith, and anywhere Steve Bloom goes, I will be there.
Okay.
So is Faye Valentine.
Who? Oh, is it
She's
Dorothy?
Angel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. I didn't know that.
So anytime my people are there, I gotta be. It's gotta be.
You know, I was introduced to this series in English and I couldn't watch it in Japanese.
Oh, in Japanese, yeah.
Because it was in Cartoon Network. When this came out here in the States, because we got a year later, and I was in like there's certain series you just gotta watch it in English, like Cowboy Bebop.
You're not Samurai Champloo. Like some of them, you just had. Admittedly, all the Steve Bloom shows. So.
That is funny. But okay, so what do you think, Tiffany? Does it come to your expectations or did it beat your expectations for a mecha series?
Before we start, you guys, you have to know that I have watched so many iterations of Gundam. There's too many. I want to just say there's too many damn Gundams. There's
been around
too
40
many.
years. What do you expect?
Who cares? Stop it.
Jesus.
It's the same thing. I've watched Gundam. I've watched Gurren Lagann. I've watched Evangelion. Name me some other ones. I watched stupid Full Metal Panic.
What about the ones like Razafon? There's Gunbusters.
Okay, never mind. Getting too niche. I have seen
wow.
a lot of mechs, and I detest them all.
Zoids?
Except for Zoids. I did like Zoids.
Oh, let's negate that whole statement.
I was real young and it was on TV. I thought it was like a cartoon. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, oh, okay. I don't remember why I liked Zoids, but
Zoids is freaking awesome.
It was not bad. I did enjoy Zoids. I hate most mechs. I love this show.
Really?
I genuinely did, but I have my reasons. The main one is because I don't think it's as much mech as it is a study of like the human condition.
That is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already been established that it's not if it's talking too much about robots, you're already out.
I'm done. But the moment you start talking about a flux capacitor, I'm good.
Yeah, but if it's talking about something,
I know it's not next stuff. I'm just kidding.
But if it's something that's beyond the point of the value of the mech itself, if it actually has a more in depth of whatever an underlying issue that's actually bigger than the mech, then you might have a chance to like it.
But no, even because I get that most mechs have the central theme is childhood trauma and political whatever, like a political turmoil. Okay, I don't care. They're boring to me and I hate them. This is more it had a really unique premise. It's the fact that everyone in the city 40 years ago just lost their memories. Mm-hmm. And it's a civilization trying to figure out how to function after having done that. And it's interesting because you have younger people who it doesn't affect. You have older people who it affects deeply. And also what negotiator is not a real job. I don't know how he made so much money.
Well, that's what it's like. He had to been doing some underlying stuff at the same time because there's no way.
I'm curious to know what that was, because whatever it was, there's so much mystery in the fact that there aren't memories.
This bro is like living like Bruce Wayne on steroids.
Literally, you guys. When I tell you it is Batman make it anime, Steve Rogers is Roger
Smith.
Steve. Oh, Roger Smith.
Oh my God. Roger Smith.
I'm not only mixing names, I'm mixing universes.
Captain America. Yeah.
The DC.
Captain America was such a badass negotiator in this anime.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Roger Smith is Batman. Mm-hmm. He has Alfred, who is also so willing to pull the blicky out on anybody. Beyond a blicky, a bazooka. That man got that thing on him all the time.
He was 100% ride or die.
Yes. You have Robin in Dorothy. Mm-hmm. You even have Catwoman in Angel. It's Batman.
Yeah, I mean,
billionaire playboy Roger Smith. Like, that's pretty much.
Yeah, so like what I loved about like the way that
how did you like it?
Well, the way I like it is it's very interesting that I like where they were coming from. 40 years there was a cataclysmic event that caused, like, they said the only people that remember it are the elderly, but everyone else basically kind of moved on at this but what I loved is, like, they were also showing, like, saying, especially in the noir style with Roger Smith, narrating the stuff that's going on around the city. He's like saying that, the human race will still move on and will figure out a way to, to survive, even though these kind of things. And it's quite clear that this is the case. And most people kind of don't really, like, there's just select people that want to know the memories, like there's that small few that are looking for it.
Yeah.
But then everyone else is just like, oh, well, it's a Tuesday, so let's go on and do what we need to do. And I think in that aspect, I really did enjoy it. And but I kind of got a little, like, I don't know, I guess fatigued. It would be the best way. Fatigued in the way of, like, of the way it was being narrated. So because the action was like, there was like an episodic situation.
Yes.
When something happened, there was something that was happening in that specific episode. He figures it out, and boom, there it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of got me a little bit zoned out about this series, the series itself. The whole situation with Dorothy and everything didn't make any sense to me, like, in a way.
Well, explain what you mean by whole situation.
What I mean by that was that, okay, so in the first episode, you get introduced, like, he finds out she's the android.
Dorothy is a cutie patootie android that I adore.
Yeah, I love Dorothy. Dorothy is probably my favorite character in the whole series, in the series itself.
Okay, fair.
Like, even though she's expressionless, she has enough expression that makes you, like,
she's so
like her.
sassy for somebody with no personality.
Exactly.
With expression, rather.
Yeah, exactly. But however, it's like, so given the situation in the first episode, when you get introduced to Dorothy, and then you see, like, okay, cool, this is what happens with it rolls into the effects of, like, we need to find out why is she doing this, or why is she here?
Yeah.
Cool. But then after that, when the second episode, when he's like, oh, here's my dad. Oop, dad got killed. And then she just openly just says, I'm going to be living with you.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
It's anime logic.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay,
right?
Don't play your stupid piano so loud.
Yeah, and the way she was playing the piano is hilarious too, to me too. But I just think that, like, she just, like, attached herself to the whole to this whole thing for this person that's supposed to be like a loner and stuff. And I was like, this is very awkward. And like, she was support sometimes, but most of the time she was half butler too, or half maid staff, and then half adventure kind of thing. I was like, it was off.
I don't think so. I think it is a product of the time, because if you think back to, once again, like Cowboy Bebop, they got their crew because people were just like, I guess we're doing this now. And then you got a dog and a lady and a kid, and you're just like, how did any of these people get here? It happens all the time. Same thing with Outlaw Star. You just acquire people.
But the way that they got those people made more sense than what Dorothy was.
Kind of.
What do you mean? Like, Faye got into the group because of the situation. Like, she was thrusted into that situation, the group. Then she decided to stay on her own. But she didn't,
like
just
Dorothy.
No, but
just like Dorothy, she just made herself an imposition.
Dorothy just said, "I'm here." Like,
and that's what Faye did. That's what Ed did.
Didn't Faye come in because, like, she felt like he owed her something, and then she came, and then she was staying around, then realizing that
Faye
they were doing
literally just let herself in.
I don't remember that.
She did. We're not talking. Listen, we are going to cover Cowboy Bebop because it would be a travesty if we did not.
It just
but
turned to the Cowboy Bebop.
It just that just kind of was the thing. People just be on adventures and just collect +1s, +2s, +6s.
+6s. Yeah. I mean, but like, I guess back to my point. I guess overall, I think that the show it's fine. It's not, didn't really, I think I liked the second season more than I liked the first. I think that's what it was.
Go keep that to yourself, because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it, but I think just the introduction of it, and especially, like I said, I'm a person that's seen when it first came out, and then me coming back 20 something years later, coming and seeing it again, I'm like, it's okay,
Okay,
but
fair.
it wasn't like something that was jaw dropping and stuff. I was really more for you because I was really interested in wanting to see if you actually enjoyed it, which it seemed like you did.
Okay, so yes, well, and I want to ask you, because you mentioned it being episodic.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that's kind of a product of the time. I was going to ask you, do you feel like a huge portion of the shows from back then were episodic?
No.
We had Outlaw Star.
There was a lot.
We had Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, this.
I think I think what we're choosing are coincidentally most episodic shows kind of when it comes into that.
You're right.
But then I think that in a way it clearly shows the time, because it seems like most people's interest was episodic, or people's interest was supposed to be more in an episodic way. But there were a lot of episodic or shows that weren't episodic. It's just there wasn't. Well, I don't even want to. Let's not talk Naruto.
You don't like Naruto? Did we just become friends?
Oh, just Naruto.
I have
just
to fight for my life with my hatred of Naruto. I appreciate having a comrade.
Yeah, it's just like, Naruto. Oh God. But anyways, but yeah, I just think that we're just now the big thing now in this where 2026 is isekais. A big thing is isekais, different kinds of series, or I've been reincarnated as something, or
a vending machine, machine, a slime, anything.
Was one that's coming out called I've been reincarnated into the hero's rib, and I was
what
like,
does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
What does that even mean?
What is that? Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's yes and a no, but I just think that we haven't chosen
Fair.
series.
I mean, those were the more popular.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't speak to it.
Like a Full Metal Panic or Full Metal Alchemist. Sorry.
Oh, that's definitely not episodic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was during its time too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you asked me if I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really liked it.
You really liked it?
I really liked it.
Okay.
I will say, when I first started watching it, I was like, okay, another freaking mech, because it wasn't my idea to watch it in the first place. It was my buddy's idea. And the very first episode, Steve Bloom did not have his voice acting down. You could tell that man was reading from a script, and it was so funny, and it was bad for the first 10 minutes.
Yelling. It was so weird.
It was so bad, and I found myself just laughing at how bad it was. And I don't know, he got it together because he's Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
And then we finished the first episode, and I was like, I didn't hate that. I didn't fall asleep like I normally do. Watch the second episode, and I'm like, wow, this Mega Deuce, which is the dumbest name for a mega robot.
Every time they come in and they fight it, or he comes out, it's like, oh no, it's a Mega Deuce. I'm like, is he taking a dump?
Everybody just says it.
I know, right?
Like the civilians will be like, oh, there's a Mega Deuce, and then it's a Mega Deuce. There's more than one Mega Deuce, Mega Dice. I don't know.
It's like to say out loud, wholeheartedly saying, "Hey, someone just took a dump over there." Oh no, that's just a giant Deuce. Robot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a Mega Deuce. Anyway, I don't even know what the word made me. I loved it. I was able to ignore the fact that Mega Deuce was there, because he was kind of hardly ever there.
With a hard D with that Mega Deuce.
Stupid name. It's just a good show. I got into the character study. I love a show that is a character study. I think all of my favorite shows are very character driven, and watching. Also, he's kind of hot.
Roger Smith.
I think I might have a crush on Steve Bloom, because everybody he voice acts, I'm just like, hi Mugen, hi Spike. I don't know, but yeah, it's just a good show. I have notes, because right now we're all over the place, but overall, I was pleasantly surprised. I was deeply surprised, because I enjoyed watching it, and we gotten to the point to where I was staying awake, which is rare, and B, excited to watch the next episode. I'm genuinely excited to watch the second season.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And I think that the first season doesn't do a good job of laying out what the second season is at all.
I'm still really
because you remember we were talking about episodic.
Yeah.
The second season isn't like that.
Oh, it isn't.
No, it is not like that. It is completely. It's completely. It's actually like like Trigun. You know?
Oh yeah.
Remember how the first 13 episodes was just silly and stupid?
Yeah.
And then the other half of it is just like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
You know? It's like that's exactly like what this
exciting.
is. Yeah. So, but now the biggest thing is now I was noticing because is it just the setting? I mean, like you said, the human psyche is a big important part for you itself, but the setting itself of like, you know, Paradigm City and then that noirish feel that they were giving of it, did that do anything that kind of kept your interest in
that
it?
aesthetic is amazing as well. Okay, Batman is my favorite DC.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah, it doesn't really. But it's also.
They just have so many good villains though.
That is the biggest draw for Batman for me. This didn't have good villains, but it's the main characters that were fantastic.
A lot of stupid villains.
They had a lot of stupid villains. They had some that were also almost felt like Batman carbon copies. I don't know who the guy was. It was like wrapped up in paper. And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Two-Face.
Anyway, so
crazy.
Yeah, the setting, the aesthetic of like the noir scene, the fact that anytime you get a show from this time period, not anytime, but a lot of the time, you get some good smooth jazz in there. Ooh, hit us with the jazz every single episode when he's like here in Paradigm City, and then it's like a saxophone in the background, Steve Bloom's silky voice.
It's episode 2 featuring Kenny G.
Pretty much. Yeah, all of it just fit. It's like, I'm just expecting him to be like, she walked into my office with a red dress and a cigarette, and I've never seen a dame like her before. And that's what it felt like.
Well, I mean, there was technically parts where he really kind of did do that.
That is true.
You remember, like, there was times like there's a couple of rules. There's rules that people have to follow to get into my house, and they know some of the rules that and then he just explains like, oh. He'll always say no to she will never say no to a woman that comes inside the house and stuff. I'm like,
I gotta get in his house.
This is so. This is fun. You know what? I think I would have loved the show more if they were more diverse in that music, because my biggest problem was like the saxophone.
Sometimes we are so not on the same page
I know.
about a show.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Be with me on this. It's so good.
I love
Change your opinions and views.
I like the music. I like the music, but the problem I have.
Death metal in there?
No. What I wanted was a different saxophone lick for not every time. Every single time that they were doing a wide shot,
right.
it was the same thing.
Melody.
And I'm just like, why do y'all like? You could have easily done like different kind of deals. And then the fight scene, the battle music, it just reminds me of an old school RPG. And I was just like, okay,
that is actually very funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I mean, it wasn't bad music. It's just like it just got episode 6. I've heard this 10 times.
Full Metal Alchemist and One Piece have that real bad too, but I think it's almost like a feature, not a bug. Yeah. I like it because when you hear it, you know something's about to go down. Okay,
but I think why they got away with that is because the style of the anime itself, because the noir style of that solo, the lonesome kind of thing.
Yeah,
the music is very important. At that point,
very prevalent.
You know. It's very prevalent. Yeah. Like when you hear that One Piece, you will be like, "Oh, this is the end. We know the end. The near end of the episode is like
even just like a battle. Whenever you get if a fight is about to start, you get the same music.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with. I will say, Full Metal Alchemist. It is annoying sometimes because it is the same weird run, weird cadence. Anyway.
Yeah,
you didn't like it. You just want a variation.
I just wanted variation. Yeah, I'm not saying that it was just like it's garbage, but I was just saying that like it got old for me. I didn't fall asleep, so I mean it's good.
Do you often fall asleep when watch shows?
If I have to binge a show, sometimes, and then you also have to pay attention, especially since we're reviewing all of this stuff itself. But the battle, like the animation, like Big O himself, though, I did also really enjoy because I love the piston valves that come out in the back, and then he's just using it, and then the poses that he did, he just like he's like, hey, I'm gonna use the laser beam. It wasn't just a laser beam; it was him just doing like this, and then just doing it straight up. I love that stuff.
That's funny. I was talking to so both of my friends. This is like one of their top 5 favorite anime, and one of the things that they mentioned is they love the way that you pilot the mega. Is it Big O? slash Megaduce? Like,
no,
is it the same?
So
what is?
Roger Smith gave the name Big O, but what it
good,
is,
because he also thought
yeah.
Megaduce was dumb.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, we're gonna call it Big O because I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because notice no one else calls it Big O. It's
That's
only
true,
him. It's only him.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
When he's like yelling out to it as he's like sinking into a pit of quicksand.
Yeah. When you think about it, I'm sorry, but to cut you off. Is it kind of weird how the whole system of Big O is really weird? Like, he just comes in, he's like, okay, he's like, go, Big O. He goes on the phone or on his watch.
Yeah.
Then he goes into the machine. Then there's this weird teleprompter that says guilty, not guilty.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, what?
I'm sure that's
supposed to be?
Sounds like a season 2 thing, because the ending kind of touches on it a little bit, because somebody kind of jack his style a little bit, and there's like a serial. You're getting ahead of the game right now.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that's probably a season 2. I would imagine a season 2 thing, because at the very, very last episode, there's a serial killer, and it looks like trying to frame my boy.
Yeah.
I keep
Roger
want to call
Smith.
him Steve Rogers now. I haven't done it one time the entirety of the time I've been watching the show. One slip, and now he's Steve Rogers. And also Bruce Wayne. He's everybody, but...
I love seeing, just now imagining real Captain America just in these same situations.
It would be such a different show. He's too happy.
Yes.
He would hate this.
He would hate this. Living hell.
But yeah, so there's a serial killer who tries to frame Roger. I'm just calling him Roger. And Steve Bloom's name is Steve too. That does not help.
It doesn't help.
And I've been saying it 1,000 times. And he would leave a calling card, and it would be the phrase that Roger has to whatever see before he gets into Big O.
I'm gonna get you a black shirt that just says Roger.
I need you to wear it so that I can see it. What is your shirt?
It's the guy, Street Fighter.
Oh, I don't want.
I know.
Sorry.
It's all good. I'm sorry.
Disrupted the podcast to tell y'all I'm not a good gamer. All right. But yeah, it's probably something that's going to come up later, because they try to frame him using the same thing, and which caused a question for me about who knows if Roger is the person piloting Big O or not.
That's a good question.
No, I got the answer. Sorry, y'all. Smash the mic. I got the answer. So, because I had a big long note in there in my phone that was like, this show kind of proves that Bruce Wayne doesn't need to be so like, oh, can't hide my secret identity.
Angsty.
Because this man is just out in the world. Big ass house, has people coming in and out of it all the time. He's got so many different like villains and ops. He's got this giant mech monster, and sometimes he'll just be in the middle of the city knocking a motherfucker into 7-Eleven, and people look out their window and be like, oh, the Megaduce is fighting again anyway, and then just go back to their bit. But apparently people don't know it's him.
That's what I'm saying. But it's very weird, because that like, some people know and some people don't.
I think they just speculate, because the police chief, Commissioner Gordon, because there's one of him too,
I don't think he knows. I don't think he
does,
knows.
because he does, because at the very end, he's had a couple moments where he'll be like, "Oh, it's crazy that you were here, and then you left, and then the Megaduce came. Anything about that?" And Roger will be like, "Shit, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Coincidences, huh?" And then at the very end, whenever the serial killer situation happened, the police chief, Commissioner Gordon, not Gordon, was investigating. He called Roger into his office, and he was like, yeah, the calling card for this matches something that I feel like is with the Big O. If I knew you weren't the culprit, I would be more suspicious of you. So I was like, okay, so you do know.
Yeah.
So he's like kind of pseudo knows.
It's very, but like even the main bad guy from Paradigm City, or the rich guy or whatever from the corporate conglomerate guy. Yeah.
Oh,
he knew. Because he even said himself that he even said that Roger Smith.
And that's why I was like, this is Joker-esque, because
it's so odd. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because they don't necessarily put an emphasis on if he cares if anyone knows or any of that, because it's just his lifestyle. And then, like you're saying, like everyone sees Big O fighting, he's like, oh, is this Big O right there doing
get it right, it's Megaduce.
doing vigilante work, right?
Yeah.
And then what's even weirder is that it's like, does anyone use the subway systems down there? Because
It's also true.
it was all over the place. This guy was like underwater. This person went to different kinds of sides of town. I didn't even
it's crazy. I don't know.
Where did you see this train? Like, what kind of line did you go and find this thing from? Because
there
this is
aren't
amazing.
a lot of people just in the city, but also it's a very heavily populated city.
Incredibly.
He just does shit all the time. And I'm
away
like, is
with it.
anybody affected by this giant robot in the street?
What's even weirder though too is that there was other giant robots.
I'm so sorry. You're right.
It's like
they're
what?
just and it just be and that's what's different about what is this place called? Paradigm City versus
City.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Gotham, their property damage rates are insane, astronomical. I feel like the insurance companies are like, damn it, again, we are it's too much. Here, they're so polite about their property destruction. Giant robots fighting each other, and there really just isn't much.
There really isn't.
They really
much.
are very considerate.
It's very insanely considerate, especially the people around that's going to be affected by these kind of fights. But it's very interesting that they kind of glow over that. But anyways, so I was going to ask you one of these things. Oh, here it is. So like, what were some of the things that you, like? Well, you already said some of the things you enjoyed, but did you have like a favorite episode in the season?
Yes, I did. It was the one called Missing Cat.
Oh, you like that one?
I adored. I have notes about that one too.
Well, first we'll do a recap of what Missing Cat was.
Yes, I'm going to. So in the Missing Cat episode, Dorothy, one of my favorite characters, she's an android. She doesn't have human emotions, or at least she's not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of seeping in or something. Yeah. Something's going on in there. And the catalyst for her starting to kind of feel a little something knocking around in that tin can heart of hers is she finds a stray cat. And she brings the cat home. She gets it a little tux because the rule in Roger's house is you have to be wearing all black. The cat is gray. And she was like, will you let me keep it if it's wearing black? She gets a little black tux. She's fallen in love with this cat. And then the underlying question is this cat evoking some like deeper memories from the from the woman that her body is like crafted after. But as she's fallen in love with this cat, a couple come to look for her cat. And she was like, you can't have my cat. This is my cat now. And they're like, well, they're negotiating because he's the negotiator with Roger to get the cat back. So they are trying to get the cat back. He's like, well, I'll just let her keep it. It's crazy. And they were like, well, if it was a kid, would you if somebody lost their kid, would you say that they could just keep it? And so he forces her to give the cat back.
That's wild comparison in
itself. But wait, though.
I know.
So it is a wild comparison. But I also have a dog that I wish a mofo would take my dog. So it's John Wick would.
Take notes, John Wick. Watch this.
Yeah. So in the process of Dorothy about to have to relinquish this cat to this couple, a chopper from nowhere comes out of nowhere and just guns this couple down. My first note about that is, let me find my notes about the missing cat.
Well, before you go on to that, I will say he gunned him down very stupidly.
It was you please while I find it.
So when the chopper first off, that chopper came in wild. It wasn't like vertically up. It was at an angle going upwards on the deal.
And it wasn't even a chopper. It was just a plane, I think. Yeah, planes don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. It was insane. It just he knew he wanted blood and whatever it was. So when the chopper came, then the guy who had eagle eye vision, mind you, to be able to see who was in that chopper was like,
fair.
He's like, I don't know if it's this guy's name, but he's like, Kevin? And he and then he just comes up and he just got and then the gun, and he just straight blicking that dude.
I forgot about that.
It was really weird.
I forgot.
Yeah. And then what was worse was annoying was so the guy's dead, right? They're trying to avoid getting, gunned down by this giant, this chopper coming in. Roger tries to protect the girl who's still alive.
The waifu.
Waifu. And then the girl came up and then she was like, okay, thanks for protecting me. Walks in the middle of the plane stage.
She's trying to get her cat back.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
She's
chopper, gonna have super leaping to just get to it.
So the chopper the chopper grabs, because we got to do a get to the chopper. So the chopper grabs Dorothy and the cat and it from the air and pulls her up into the sky. And that's when homegirl was like, well, I got to get my cat back. And I'm like, okay, first off, this cat is just a cat. Yes. So the first thing that I thought about this was me being the mental health background that I have. I was saying that I feel bad for the androids and their lack/craving for humanity and memory and all that. But then my very next note is unhinged. I said, I've never, y'all please don't be mad at me.
Okay.
I said, I've never rooted for innocent people to get murked before.
Oh my God.
Until this episode.
Oh my God.
Dorothy was feeling things for the first time. She loved the cat. And I was like, don't take that cat from this baby. This is all she has.
It's an android. What the heck?
She was feeling things.
Okay.
We can have sympathy for Melfina, but we can't have sympathy for Dorothy.
You're telling a human being to get killed for just the fact that he's feeling things.
She asked politely for the cat. Anyway.
Okay. You're well overjudged at this point.
I redeem myself because later you find out that the cat may or may not be a child in a cat body. And I was like, oof, I spoke too soon. So fine, go get your kid back or whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fair.
So yes, so to finish up my very long-winded explanation, you find out later that fucking Shao Tucker is stealing... There are no animals in Republic City like that. Republic City. Jesus Christ, that's an Avatar thing now.
Where are you? Paradigm City. Oh my God, this is hilarious. I need to put like a ticker.
There's at least 4 or 5. Okay. Paradigm City. There aren't animals. There are not animals in Paradigm City. They're very rare. And it's because this creepy motherfucker is snatching them off the street and transmuting / creating like chimeras out of humans and animals. And he's just a more competent Shao Tucker, pretty much.
He was basically
from Fullmetal Alchemist.
He was like he was probably Shao Tucker's role model because this came out first before.
Not fair. Yeah.
So it's that is wild. So what really made you like that episode specifically?
I liked it because besides all the unhinged shit I just said,
I loved it. That was a wild.
I liked it because I like to see Dorothy having those emotions. Oh my God. Also, the cat died at the end and that broke my heart.
They did not give two shits about that.
They killed the cat. I was pissed. I was so mad. I'm like, all this.
That was an episode too. That was probably it.
So the guy ends up fully transmuting the cat into this giant monster tentacle beast thing. And at a certain point, I did start to lose my sympathy for the cat Dorothy bond at a certain point. There's literally one scene where the cat takes care of the evil dude and it has this like weird tentacle thing that comes out and like pseudo licks her face.
Oh my God.
And she's like, she grabs it. She's like, you can come home with me. And I was like, no, you cannot.
See Roger. You see Roger's like, the hell you will. And then he's like,
there's no amount of black you can wear that's gonna get this giant weird tentacle cat monster in my house. So at that point I was like, maybe we don't need the cat anymore.
Yeah, and then we're well too late.
It walks off to die. And I was just like, wow, that was crazy. It was a roller coaster of emotion.
That was a roller coaster of an episode. That was all over the place. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, and I just like Dorothy. I like a Dorothy-centered episode.
Oh, yeah, that was... Oh.
And I also like it. You also get to see Roger. You can see that Roger's starting to care for Dorothy more because they kidnapped Dorothy and the cat, and he's like going to figure out where we're getting. Like, oh, I gotta find Dorothy. He goes and he like has a contact at a bar and he's like, I don't have time to play around with you. I just tell me the information I need to know. Yeah. And he's like going in guns blazing for Dorothy. I just love it. It's cute.
That's
it's
true.
Cute. He loves his Dorothy.
That's true. He is showing more. He's warming up to her as
Not
she was
enough
at the
to let
beginning.
that big ass weird cat tentacle thing in his house though.
Well, there's certain boundaries you just have to hit. I mean, come on now. That
boundaries stop at tentacles, I think.
I think the tentacles is probably the line right there. Yes. You're right.
Anyway, so your favorite episode?
You know, it's funny. I was thinking I have two. I mean, not two. I have two. I'm going in between two.
Okay.
One of them was the piano one, which I liked.
Yeah.
I liked it because I love the sassiness of Dorothy in that whole thing. Dorothy makes that show. If she was not in that show, I don't know if I would enjoy it as much. I mean, Roger is good. It's a good character, but things that are happening outside of not being a part of Big O or the Mega Deuce fights, it was a little slow. Well,
and since you say that, a lot of the first half of that show does not have much Dorothy. So was that your least favorite part of the show?
Yeah, it really was. The first couple of episodes, especially when it was going solo, or the worst ones was when he went solo without Dorothy, was really annoying. This wasn't one of my favorites, but the one when they went underwater and she's stuck with Angel. Yeah. I did not like that episode until Dorothy came, until they got rescued in, and then Dorothy came and did that weird my people need me kind of zoom away from kind of situation. Yeah. It was, I didn't like it because it was also the way that they framed that episode where they were showing the current and then the past, what got them in that situation at the same time.
I loved that episode. I love a dual timeline type of thing.
Yeah,
it was good burying the lead. I think the way they did it buried the lead really well. But anyway, you don't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not I hate it. Yeah, well, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I would say it was Amadeus. That was the name of the episode. It was called Amadeus. Was one of them.
Oh,
yeah, and then the other one was the Christmas one. You remember the one when
I hated that one.
We
are polar opposites on this show.
I would say, I think I like the guy, the saxophone,
who Dorothy said couldn't play the saxophone well.
Yeah. I mean, relating in the situation that the guy was in, blind with his blind girlfriend, and then he was feeding her and then making him pretend that he was eating food, but he really wasn't. Just trying to support her the way.
Yeah, explain what you want to explain the episode.
No, I'm not going to choose that episode. I'm going to choose Amadeus. Amadeus was better.
That is a better. Thank God, because I did not like the what you just said.
Amadeus was way better to me. So that episode was actually pretty cool. So Roger was fed up. So every time when Dorothy's thing was to kind of stick it to Roger a little bit, was that Roger likes to sleep late because he's up all night doing whatever he's doing.
He sleeps very late, though.
3 or 4 in the afternoon. Kind of very concerning. A concerning amount of sleeping that is done. And I was how are you rich? It's
but how is he rich though? It's I need that in the second season, because why does this man have Batman money? Because a negotiator.
Yeah, negotiator. It's did you just woke up one morning and said I'm a negotiator? Yeah, I don't know what it is. So it's more of a question in itself. But so what Dorothy does to wake him up is that she does this she's good at the piano. She's not a master, but she's she knows what she's doing and she can read it. But she's playing like an android, so she's automatically just doing these random weird scales and stuff like that, and really really fast. So that she knows he irritates Roger to get up, wake up and stuff, to yell at her in the morning saying you need to if you wanted to play something nice and pleasant or something, none of this nonsense. So he goes out of his way and goes and tries to introduces Dorothy to another android who is known for his playing, and because he plays with a sense of he
plays with
empathy,
heart and soul,
heart and soul and stuff. So then in this episode, so you meet this android. I love that android. That android was really good.
He was also a little sassy.
He was a little sassy.
I like a sassy android.
Yeah. And then he come to find out that, and what I love about the world of the Big O is that the androids like the people, the creators of these androids, of any one of these androids, always refer to them as their family. Like the way that they, like, there's either like their son, their daughters, and and whatnot. So they never saw them as the robot that they were, but rather, you're part of the family. We wanted you. You were built for this reason.
Yeah.
We'll love you for this reason and stuff. And then I think that, like, that barrier of like machine and human is not there virtually. So that's what happened. So the Amadeus android creator dies mysteriously, which to no surprise that it's the person that's trying to make him get into the suit, this crazy monster suit to go attack the city, is the killer. Shocker on that. And then
only a negotiator could have figured that out.
The negotiator that carries
just
no
call
weapons.
him an investigator.
I know, right?
I don't know why we went with negotiator.
I don't even understand why they even go with like, it's like, oh, quick, we need to get, it's like we're in a really big conundrum. Hey, get the negotiator out there, not the military.
No.
It's so ridiculous. So anyways, so they come to find out. So he finds out that Roger didn't want to hurt him because they're friends, and at the same time, he knew, like, kind of in his own self, Amadeus knew that in his own self that he was being tricked or being manipulated to go do whatever this guy wanted to do, but he just didn't care. He just wanted to play the piano. But he had kind of like a self crisis of like, what was I built for and stuff. And
an existential crisis.
Yeah. So then when he like ripped his hands off of the thing because he's like, says that he'll never play again, but he never wants to attack anybody. Then they convinced him to be like, okay, well, you are a pianist, you're not a killer, so just go and to do your thing. So they had to give him his hands back, but it's not as sophisticated as the ones that he had, and he had to learn all that stuff again. But he has the knowledge of being a pianist. But then at the end of the episode, you're like thinking, oh wow, okay, so now Dorothy knows like those things. She goes back to the crazy ass scales, yeah. And then the guy says, "Wow, this is wonderful," and then she just turns around and says, "Told you." And I just love that sassiness. I love that. Like, I just like there really wasn't anything deep for me in itself with the characters itself. I just think that the episode was a fun episode, and it was like, I mean, it's like, since it was episodic, there really wasn't. I don't think there was really much stake that they were really explaining or trying to show. They're just saying it's basically another shit that's happened inside Paradigm City in a different section.
I don't see it that way.
Okay.
Yes, the plot is episodic, but I think the underlying themes are all just a different piece of a puzzle that shows the way that humanity, like the things that are important to humanity, yourself, how much of your memory is tied into who you are, how much of your memory can be lost before you become a different person. I think that those underlying themes are what make this show really good. Maybe that's
what I'm missing on this show, because like I just never saw it in that level or that depthness that you're seeing it, because like I guess I'm just seeing what I see on the top layer of it, and that's where where my disconnect is about the show itself. I mean, it's like I said, I think it gets, because if there was a better frame of it, like I think I think the show's is kind of forcing you to think more than what the episode is, in my opinion.
You mean when you say forcing, do you mean like it's encouraging, or you're actually
encouraging
like,
you?
Oh, okay.
Not like it's
trying really hard.
Okay.
No,
I think it's encouraging you to kind of see what the undertones are for each of those episodes, and then when you're like looking, because when you're thinking about the episode itself or a standalone episode itself, you're not thinking about that episode. You're just thinking about the whole surrounding, because the way that they laid all that stuff out, and then like what's going on in the city and things, just making you force yourself to kind of think in a bigger picture. In my mind, in it. But for me, I'm just like, no. I'm like,
You said introspection.
Yeah, it's like, what?
I don't know her.
It's like, I went on Cartoon Network to watch cartoons.
And you know what? And at a certain point, I think I turned to my friend and I was like, this does not feel like a children's show. I don't remember which episode it was. Probably when they were gunning down a woman and her husband.
Yes.
But there was
what? Episode 1.
No, there wasn't that episode. There was a, God, I wish I could remember. If we weren't on a podcast, I would take a couple minutes to try and remember, because it was an episode where something happened, and it, okay, so for cartoons, they will force feed you the message, or if there's a plot twist, they're going to pretty much explain it to you so that you don't miss the plot twist. Right. There was an episode that was so subtle. There was something that, that's what it was. There was a, and I'm not going to do a long-winded explanation, but there was a situation where, because everybody lost their memories, there was a couple who I guess worked in the same building. They ended up falling in love despite the fact that they didn't have any memories prior. And I think the lady was pregnant prior to them falling for each other.
Yeah, I know the
and and then so they had a baby. The baby did not look like the father, but they were like, well, nobody's gonna know. Nobody remembers. So we've always been this loving family. And so the guy grows up, gets kidnapped, blah blah blah. Dorothy at some point was like, he really doesn't look like you. And the guy's like, all right, fair enough, you caught me. But then the way he tells the story, it's alluding to the fact that, okay, she may or may not have had some other things going on outside of this.
Right.
And the way it affected the story, you're like, damn, I almost didn't catch the way you threw that out there. It was so subtle, and they didn't hammer it home. Like, oh, you mean that and I was like, okay, cool. It was very subtle. I think that it's not a very heavy-handed show.
But that's probably why that's what made the noir style fit perfectly about it. Because because exactly what you were saying. Because I think that they didn't spoon feed it to you. I think that like not self introspection, but the narration, the self narration, the mood, the mugginess, the downside of everything really made kind of goes back to it goes back to you encouraging you to kind of fill in the blanks in yourself, and then also kind of figure out how it's going to be. It's no, you're totally right. That's I guess that's maybe something I just don't do. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm not a big noir style fan, which is odd because there's an anime called Noir that I like.
I love noir.
Yeah.
Maybe one we need to talk about. That one's older.
Not that much. Maybe about a year. Maybe different, like 99, 98.
That's older.
Like, I mean, to Big O, I'm talking about compared to Big O.
I mean, an older show.
Yeah, it's an older show. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so do you prefer your shows to be more action-packed, less thinky?
No.
I don't mean it as an insult.
Thinky. Do you want to be like red button, green button, or do you want to be a scholar or? No, I mean I am about story and I think and pacing. So I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of series. That's why maybe it's tough for me now to watch more recent stuff because I just feel like especially the isekai drive has just gotten so out of hand and stuff. But like, if you give me a good story with that like Serial Experiment Lane, I loved it when they came out because it's like something that's like off. Boogie Pop Phantom was another one of them that I just love. It's just
those are odd though. They're they're almost the oddity of the show, the strangeness of the show carries it a lot. Like where this one is like the aesthetic is noir. Those shows are just like funky, and that almost would make it as compelling as they are.
But there's also shows like for like a whodunit. Like I forgot the name of the show, but like it was about like a summertime
rendering.
Summertime Rendering was not a whodunit. We already know who did it, but that was a good movie. That was a good show though too. But but there was one about like it was a town that it was like you had to find the imposter. Because the imposter wasn't a real person. It was like a homunculus or something, and then you have to find who it is. Because if they don't find who it is, everyone will die in the town.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that one was like
that
wild.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, and then and then the way that
we
they
need to
died.
figure out what that is. If y'all know what that is, put it in the comments because I've never heard of it. You can't remember it.
I can't remember the name, but I know I have it on my website because we reviewed it. But I'm trying to remember the name of it. But that one was a wild ride. And I loved it.
Cool, actually.
Yeah. So like, it's just I guess it's maybe just me and the noir style or just the way in its execution.
Fair enough.
So yeah. So like were there anything in the show that you would that you did not like, or like what was it that you, because I mean
I'm sure there were. I don't like that the villains, if you could even really call it villains, they kind of didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
They really didn't matter. I couldn't tell you the name, almost even the motivations of most of them.
they were just happenstance. They were
Yeah.
just there. Like, I think, the closest villain that even was somewhat, because like we knew the setting of like how Paradigm City was. The closest one that even mattered was the underwater one, because that was the one where it was like people, they were worried it was a dragon, or or whatnot. And then like there was different aspects. Like Angel was trying to get it because they were saying like, oh, this thing has.
Explain what you mean.
Well, like, okay, so I think he was this negotiating job was so stupid. This negotiating job was so stupid. This guy was a negotiator, and then it's like, okay, but this guy, he was assigned a job to get the fishermen to go back into the sea to get fish. What kind of negotiator
that
is
kind of
that?
sounds like a negotiation.
No.
That does. He negotiated like legitimately like one time the entire show. It was to negotiate for somebody whose kid got
kidnapped. Yeah, but
then he still was doing investigating on that too. It's like, brother,
then he got
change if maybe the business cards are too expensive.
I don't know, maybe I don't know.
Couldn't afford to change.
Just couldn't explain it or something. I don't know, but like, anyways, he was negotiating to go to get the fishermen back into the ocean. Then they were saying that the fishermen were afraid to go in because they think that they insulted, or they were afraid of the king, or I forgot what they called him, but the king of the sea or whatever. So anyways, so he had to go find out what this thing was that was downstairs, that was down in the ocean floor. But he was seeing these weird people that were in these suits that they were thinking that they were minions of it. So he goes down, but then they find out that that it's impossible to go unless you get a submarine, which they didn't even know what a submarine was, because the only person that had the submarine was the boat maker, apparently, that had it, but it's never been seen before.
I mean, fair. If you don't know if you lose all your memories,
that is true.
Yeah, how would you know?
But to say that's the only submarine, even prior to all of that, is a little bit far fetched. I'm just saying.
I wish we had more tech. That's a go ahead and finish, because I have a thought on that.
So he goes down to go to the ocean. They find out there's an underground, like a sunken city down there, and then people are there. Did they really explain why they're there?
There weren't people.
People in the subsuits.
Oh, in the subsuits, yeah.
Yeah, people in the subsuits were there, but they didn't really explain on why they were there.
Remember, this was before I got interested in the show, and I was dozing off around this time.
The weird thing of all of this was that there was electricity still going on.
Yeah, so it was like a whole civilization underwater, and it was like it was. Yeah,
it was still up, and And then, but then all of a sudden, I don't know what caused it to erupt or awaken or something. Another one of these giant monsters come out of the thing, and then guess what? His magical subway system decided to be able to get Big O underwater without that crazy power pressure.
Somehow,
first off,
wavy.
Whoever designed that subway system, kudos to you on figuring out how to take care of all that stuff, because that's amazing. Like, it would have sucked for Big O to go in other ways.
That's crazy.
But anyways, like and then when what's her name, Angel was there because she had a tip that this monster that they were looking for
was always there. You don't even need to explain it. If Roger's there, Angel's like, me too.
But you had a reason why she was there, though. Like,
she always does.
But her
shenanigans.
But no, this reason was that she was trying to get the memories. We don't know why she's doing all of it. But at the same time, she was there because she knew that this thing had memories that she was trying to get. And so apparently, now they were just trying to fight. He fights this monster, underground monster. Purposely takes him out just over the head. She gets that weird glare, and I'm like, he could have just left you down on the ocean floor, and you would have died to death. It's like
died to death.
Yeah, died to death.
Yeah, but she's hot though, so you don't.
Oh, okay.
Can't leave a hot lady down there.
I don't know, unless it's named Karen. I don't know. It's possible.
Okay,
it's
damn.
Karen. If it's a Karen, I would. I'll do it.
Anybody named Karen that has subscribed to the podcast, please don't listen to him. Please stay subscribed.
Okay.
I'm not it's working. The TV hadn't gone off.
You're right. That's a good point.
Anyway,
but anyways, like you're right. But overall, you're right. Like most of these monsters were forgettable. Yeah. There was even the situations that were happening were just there to just drive the episode, not the plot of the whole entirety.
Yeah.
And I could easily see that. I just think that I like in my point, I was like, this was just like the enemy of the episode, fine and whatever. But I just think that the diversity. But I think the biggest thing was just like the repetitiveness of the music. It was for me.
That was yours. So that's the thing you would change. That's your number one.
I would change that immediately because like if you
good music, guys,
it's good music. I'm not saying not to use it, but every time when they were doing long stretches, it was like, okay, it just got to me. I don't know why. It's really, really, really got to me.
Apparently, but I noticed that it's the same song, but it wasn't. I don't think it got to me that much. But you know what did get to me?
What?
His fly ass suit that you can't see. Where is he? Oh, he's in the
Big O. Big O.
Y'all need to look at my baby's suit. He got that.
Would he have that drip on that with the shades on?
The shades are corny, but the suit is fire. The buttons all the way down.
All one.
And the gloves with the gloves on.
He was
Roger looks fantastic.
He was a hitman. That's basically what he was.
He was everything and nothing at the same time because he's a negotiator.
He's a negotiator. Don't get that right. Don't get that right. Or
wrong.
Don't get that wrong. Jesus. I'm taking the page out of you. It was Roger Smith. Roger Smith and what's it called? What's the name of the city?
Freaking, but his name is Paradigm City, but he's been everything but that. So he's been Steve Bloom, Steve Rogers, Batman, and Republic City.
Yeah, Republic City. Jesus, all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. So Tiffany, from a scale of Usopp to a Spike, what would you say?
So just as a quick reminder, my scale, Usopp to Spike. 1, Usopp, then you got Zenitsu, Shinobu, Corazon, and Spike being my 5 stars. The first half of this, I would have given it a Shinobu. I'm like, okay, this is fine, cool. And then I guess it was watching that couple get gunned down over a cat. I was like, this show has layers.
That is a wild statement that you just said. That is such a wild statement that you just said.
I feel like people are going to make a compilation of all my batshit crazy takes one day.
I'm going to have to remember that one. That is a great one.
So, at that point, I was like, this show has depth. It's got a story to tell. And it bumped it up. I think this, God,
because the cat killing episode?
No, not because the cat, they didn't kill the cat. That's different. They killed the couple, not the cat.
Okay.
I don't endorse animal abuse. The couple, though, she asked nicely for that cat.
You didn't get gunned down. Sure, my 50 millimeter has my cash in me. Hold on one moment.
Anyway, I wish I had like a half scale. I don't know if you could like a Shinobu and a half, but
a Shinobu and a half.
That's crazy. I think I'm gonna go. God, this is really I'm pulling it out of me, but I think I'm gonna give it a Corazon.
If you said Gojo, I would be like, okay, yes, Gojo would be the half right there.
Oh wow!
You just said Shinobu and the bottom half of Gojo.
Wow. You pissed off a bunch of Gojo fangirls in the audience right now.
It's fact. It's fact. It happened. We got to deal with it.
Or you can do a Toji, which is like almost a
a little quarter side of it.
I think I'm going to give it a Corazon.
A Corazon. Wow.
I think so. Really, low key, I think I might, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish season 2 because I did just watch this for the first time like this month. I'm gonna finish season 2, but I might want to go back and rewatch season 1 because I think there are themes that I missed because I wasn't paying attention as much because I didn't care because it's got big robots and I didn't care. And then when I realized like, oh, this robot is a secondary. Who cares about the robot?
Yes.
The city is what's the story.
Paradigm City, yes.
So good.
Yes,
so anyway, I think a Corazon.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm so scared.
What are you so scared about me?
I feel like the saxophone's gonna knock it down 2 levels for
I don't think it's the sax. The saxophone wasn't. The saxophone. The music wasn't the thing that really got to me. It's just like my interest of it was kind of wavering already because I'm not a big fan of episodic, and then there really wasn't anything that kind of linked anything to anything between the episodes, in my opinion. And like the certain situations and things, like certain episodes did shine brighter than others, but just didn't really kind of catch the same kind of deal. And then just Roger Smith, like his way, the way of, no, I liked Roger. I'm just saying the way of living, like the way of his life of like, okay, did he just wake up, like I said, wake up one day, just say, okay, I'm a negotiator. And then
I can't wait to find out.
We know he was part of the military police at one point in time, and then all of a sudden he's like, okay, I just want to, like, I quit the military police. It's like, I gotta do something else. I know, negotiating. I'm like, what?
And you know what? Based on how much money he has, supposedly has to have, both of those jobs have to be hobby jobs.
Oh, clearly.
Because why would you need to be in the military police? I know you don't make any money doing that, really. And then negotiate. Who the fuck is hiring a nego? I still don't. It's money laundering. Something is wrong. But he got
a lot of money. He was still getting a lot of money from it. Apparently. That would be funny if he gets his memory back. He finds out he's like the world's biggest drug dealer or something.
Oh,
that would be hilarious.
God, that's hilarious.
That would be like, oh, it's like, okay, now that makes sense. Okay, now we understand. Okay, so my scale, if y'all want to remind y'all, is from a 1 to a 5. Like 1 star was going to be Shinji as the worst. Kinta is the second one. Tequila Gundam was the third. Zoro was the fourth, and Alucard from Hellsing was the number 5. Now,
can I guess first?
Oh, what?
I think you're gonna give it a Tequila Gundam.
It's funny because I was I'm kind of 3 to 4 was not in the cards. I knew it was definitely not in the cards. But I was really going between 2 to 3.
Damn.
But I can't say that I hated it. It wasn't bad. It was all right. So so like I was like, okay, but then at the same time I was like, was it really all right? Because I was kind of
second guessing it as far as like, you think you may have rated it too high. Like, was it?
I think I might have rated it too high. If I did a 3, if I did it as a Tequila Gundam, I was thinking like, was I rating it too high? And I don't think I was. So I kind of came to the conclusion that I'm going to go give this a Tequila Gundam.
Oh man.
So it was not. It wasn't. It was like, but it was just the question. It wasn't like it was in dire, like, was it that low to a point to be like, was it bad? Like, because like when you hit 2, it's bad.
Yeah.
Then 1 is just terrible.
Horrendous.
Yeah, exactly. And then but then you just have to I'd open myself and just said, hey, was it really a bad series? It was like, it was not. It was not a bad series. It was just all right to me.
Well, yeah, and then fair. Yeah. I said a Shinobu and a half. I'd round it up to Corazon just for respect to my new husbando, Steve. Damn it, Roger. I gotta learn my baby's name first.
That's so funny to me.
Gonna call him Honey.
The half should be Gojo.
It's so funny.
Gojo.
For any of our scale, just throw a little Gojo.
The bottom Gojo. Half of Gojo. Oh my God, that would be crazy. That is funny.
Or Krillin. Didn't Krillin get cut in half too?
No, that was Frieza.
Oh.
Frieza got cut in half. Krillin used the
destructor disc to get it. Okay.
Krillin was cutting fools in half. That's what he was doing.
You're right. Krillin was that. He was about that action.
He was.
He doesn't get enough credit.
He was technically the strongest Z fighter. So there you go. Not including the Saiyans.
Okay, I'm like,
no, you obviously
the strongest human.
You obviously cannot.
No, they don't even count.
Yeah, you can't
strongest
count
strongest human by leaps and bounds.
Which is kind of funny to me that they call, like, what is classified as human for them? Because
I don't know, because Tien has a whole third eye on his face.
And then what is Chaozu? A Chinese doll or a China doll or something? I'm just
I don't know what.
What is that?
Technically or human? I have no idea.
I know. Then again, though, too, the king of the president of the world is a dog. So there you go.
Yeah, that's the weirdest. They got dinosaurs and spaceships. I don't know what Dragon Ball Z is doing. I love it though.
It is what it is. Hey, but anyways, folks, this is so. Like we said, it's a good show. You should definitely check it out.
Watch it, guys. I don't know what he's talking about. If you're gonna watch it, just watch it with your soul, not just with your eyes.
Don't look at me like that. How dare you? How dare you? But if you if you've watched the show, we would love to know what you think. So in the community tab, go check out our poll. If you like it, give us a check it there. Hated it, or if you just haven't seen it at all, we would like to know. But you will need to try out Big O.
It's so good. Also, guys, not so friendly reminder. You guys kept the TV up this time with your subscriptions, and I appreciate that, but it's free. And it helps us out quite a bit. We just started. We would really appreciate it if you guys actually like what we're talking about. Go ahead and subscribe.
Yep.
And we get enough subscribers, we'll start letting you guys tell us what shows to watch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Please don't, no porn.
Everything behind him is porn. He's lying to you.
No, I am not lying. And she's the one
Y'all just
lying.
can't. If you zoom in, it's so much hentai back there.
Okay, whatever. That would be the best kind of ego to be like, yeah, it's all up front. It's on video. It's on YouTube. It's just straight there. Yeah, here you go.
Hide in plain sight. Anyway, we would love to have more subscriptions. We would love to have you guys join our little weeby nerdy family.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Anime No Kori. Stay tuned for a lot more awesome content. So this is Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
And y'all, take it easy.